So prime time rides is famous right now. So I'm on live, like because you see my Fury shirt. You see my Fury shirt,
Oh,
huh?
yeah.
Do you see my Fury?
I see the fury. I
You
feel the
see my
sting.
you feel the sting?
I feel the sting.
You feel the sting? Hey, what's up with you? I don't like talk to me.
No, no, I'm good right now. As you know, I just had my trip back from Florida, so got some new credits. Got that. I guess I could say that East Coast vibe on there too. So I guess I will say it's the second best place for coasters. Got a new perspective.
Got a new. So what is your perspective? Like, what is like what did you think about Florida firsthand, and then you finally visit with the new, Gwazi and Velocicoaster. So what's your take on, the state
Okay.
of Florida now? Right?
Well, honestly, I always thought Florida was the second best place for coasters. It really was. And that's how it was before Gwazi came out, before Velocicoaster. So I rode a Velocicoaster in November, so of last year, and then I just rode Gwazi, this year, and I still think it's the second best place for coasters, but it's harder to say it is second, because it has a choice for first. It doesn't have the depth yet, but it's it's top two coasters, the top three coasters. It's really there. I could definitely say it is really there, and Florida's coming. Florida is coming.
Florida is coming. I love Florida. I love the state of Pennsylvania too.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania got some shit up there.
Yeah, but I always in Florida because Florida is year round as well too. So
Yep.
that's the main thing. The main thing is that because Pennsylvania, Ohio, even to a lesser extent Texas, they have some downtimes, and especially with Pennsylvania, Ohio, there's parts where it is shut down. Florida is 365. You could go ride coasters, no matter what. And that's what I love about Florida, and but its two new additions made it so it really made it for enthusiasts a
Yeah.
destination.
Ain't Cali like that? Ain't it year
Yeah,
round in California?
yeah. Cali is year round, and that's why I say Cali is number one. And while I would definitely say Florida has, I'll say Florida has a three-headed monster. It's three-headed monster. It's Velocicoaster, it's Gwazi, it's Mako.
Mako.
That's a
Yep.
three-headed monster.
Three
Cali,
headed snake, baby.
yeah. See, I think Cali has a better depth, has better depth than Florida, but it's not as top heavy because you could say it's two-headed monster, and the only one that I put in the same category as I guess their top two for most people would be X2, because top two is it's Velocicoaster and Gwazi. And then so the only one that can compete with those two realistically is X2, because you have Twisted Colossus, which is a great coaster on its own, but it doesn't have the fanfare of those other two.
Okay, so Iron Gwazi or Velocicoaster?
Oh, Iron
What
Gwazi all day. For me, okay. For me, it's about the ride. Velocicoaster, great ride. I love the ride. The thing is, Velocicoaster is not aggressive, but a Velocicoaster, it is an event. It's awesome. I love the theming. I love the line. I love everything. Everything Velocicoaster does great. There's just better moments for me on other rides. But if I'm putting it like if I just want to put it like in just like the vacuum of like this is what Velocicoaster does. Velocicoaster does what it does the best in the world. So if someone says a Velocicoaster is the best in the world, I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm not going to argue with them.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So Iron Gwazi. So Iron Gwazi, where is that on your list? One, two, three, four, five, 10. What? Like
Iron Gwazi,
where?
Iron Gwazi is the list. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
Damn. So if you're saying Iron Gwazi is the list, you saying Iron Gwazi is your number one coaster.
Yeah, Iron
Now,
Gwazi is my number one coaster.
so you mean to tell me Iron Gwazi is better than Steel Vengeance than Stevie?
For me, yes. I
For
had
me, for
no.
me.
That's
We're
it. It is
speaking
for me.
facts right now. For me, we're talking facts.
Talking okay,
You
talking
mean to tell?
facts.
So you mean to tell me Iron Gwazi is better than Stevie?
Yes, Iron Gwazi is better than Stevie. Iron's better than steel. I'm putting that right now. See, you don't hear the phrase steel sharpens steel. You hear the phrase iron sharpens iron. Okay, there we go. Iron Gwazi is number one.
Listen, man. So you mean to tell me Iron Gwazi can beat Stevie's long ride, riding under the infrastructure of a roller coaster, all the wood, all the near misses that Steel Vengeance has, all the airtime moments Steel Vengeance has, all the inversions Stevie has, because obviously it's a longer ride, so obviously
Yeah.
it's more inversions,
Mm-hmm.
it's more airtime. You get the ride underneath, literally underneath the infrastructure,
Yes.
like at like, and it's a long ride. Who doesn't love a long ride?
Tell that to the people. Okay. Well, first of all, long rides. The Beast. It's a long ride
No,
that does not.
no, don't compare the beat. No,
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 no.
we're not.
No.
Listen,
I'm
listen. We're
comparing.
not
I'm
finna
comparing the
sit up
length of the
here.
ride.
We're not finna sit up here and compare apples to oranges, Alan.
No, you just said who likes a long ride. I'm just giving you an example of sometimes a long ride isn't all
I
it's
don't
cracked out
like
to
the
be.
beat.
So
No,
I will put
because the
this.
beat. I don't want to be banged up and roughed up a long ride on a long ride. So you're comparing apples and oranges. Like the beast almost had to go to the freaking hospital riding the freaking beast. You know, I was praying that the operator stopped the freaking ride.
And for me, it's more about what the ride does. And Steel Vengeance does what it does really, really well. It just doesn't.
Really well.
Yes, it just doesn't do it the best. Because I told Steel Vengeance is the best, or sorry, it's the most well-rounded coaster in the world.
Right.
It does. It does.
So why is the most well-rounded coaster in the world not number one?
Because it doesn't do anything the best. That is why it doesn't have the best drop. Like I said, I'll put it this way: the airtime in there, why it has the most airtime. A lot of the airtime in there, it is not the variety that I like, and it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything for you. So you definitely have that. It does have going through the structure, but Iron Gwazi does have better near misses. The inversions it does have because it does have four inversions, and Gwazi has 2 to 3 depending on who you talk to, right? But I do believe the inversions on Iron Gwazi are better because Steel Vengeance has a stall that the stall on Steel Vengeance isn't really the best on there too. The best thing about Steel Vengeance is the zero G variant because they have a 0G roll that kind of keeps you going. That one's awesome. But the thing is, so with Iron Gwazi, you have the death drop. The stall's better than Steel Vengeance's stall, and then the cutback, which is what people depending some guy named Dwayne on RCDB is saying that it's not an inversion. Which honestly, with RCDB, sometimes they don't know what inversions are because they say Steel Curtain only has 8 instead of 9. But on that cutback the cutback that Iron Gwazi does is pretty much an inversion too, like that too, and that's better than the cutback on Steel Vengeance. The airtime on Steel Vengeance, especially in the first part of it is pretty good too. But Iron Gwazi does more things off axis. And then the overbank, I'll say the overbank is a toss up on both rides because they both do them differently too. And so on Steel Vengeance on a hot day, that overbank is great. But Iron Gwazi's an overbank since it doesn't go up as high, you're taking it with more speed, and then it goes to the inside, and then it tosses you to the outside. So altogether, Iron Gwazi is just it's more aggressive.
It is more aggressive. Hey, can I ask you a question, Alan?
Yeah.
I don't need you over there grinning because I'm gonna ask you a question. So, so far as you having a significant other, okay,
Yes.
would you rather date somebody that's well rounded or somebody that does something the best? I mean,
In that, okay, that's the thing, because
what?
Iron Gwazi isn't only just great at one thing, but for your thing. In that context, if someone's only great at one thing and they're trash at everything else, of course I want to be with a person who's well rounded. But Iron Gwazi isn't trash at everything else.
Okay, but Iron Gwazi is not long term.
Or is it?
It's not.
I think it. Hey, I think it is long term. Iron Gwazi is more structurally sound than Steel Vengeance, so therefore Iron Gwazi is going to last longer than Steel
Iron
Vengeance.
Gwazi is a quick ending, good relationship. Like you just meet somebody and they're phenomenal, and then they just fucking leave. Like
Hey,
you're like, whoa, like why did you? Why is he just so short?
hey, but guess what though? But you can get back in line for Iron Gwazi, and you'll be on there sooner than you get back in line for Steel Vengeance.
That's a yeah. I don't. You ain't fact check that.
The no
You, you,
the way Cedar Point runs their line and everything you have to go through Steel Vengeance, I'm telling you, you could get off like that because Steel Vengeance always has that long ass line because Cedar Point's operations are not the best, especially when it comes to that ride. So yes, so Iron Gwazi is better than Steve.
hey, so you rather for her? So you rather for her to give you one nut instead of two?
I'd rather have one great one than one all right one. I'll put it this way because it's funny. So because for my partner, because you know
but still vengeance make love to you for a long time.
oh no, but here, but let me put it to you this way, because my partner, I was on the ride with her, she's like that too, because she said because it's like having sex and having, she says I'd rather have one great orgasm than two all right ones.
So okay, so she said she'd rather have one great quickie.
No, she's no.
Damn, that was a bomb.
No,
So
she
rather
said
have
one great orgasm
quickie
than just a regular one and having just two all
But
right.
Iron Gwazi is a quick orgasm.
No, but she said, but it's also a great one. That's the thing, because
It is a great one, but it's a quick one.
No, but that's what I say. She rather have a great. She rather have a great one. She says she'd rather have a great one than just two mediocre ones.
I always thought longer was better, bigger is better. You know, more is more. I just thought, but hey, it's a lot of people out there that like quickies. If you out there, if you like quickies, whatever works for you. You know what I'm saying? If you like quickies,
See, but you're making it seem like it's a bad quickie when you're saying
it's not a bad quickie.
See, and that's the thing, because you're putting that connotation on there. So if it's great, it is great. Now I'm saying like
it's great. Okay, I'm upset because I want more because it's so great. Does that make sense?
No, that totally makes sense. But because it's like this, because you're saying, because if we're going like regular quickie, then I'd be like, damn, like I just wrote a Twisted Cyclone, and it's Steel Vengeance. Then I'm like, no, Steel Vengeance all the way. But Iron Gwazi gives you that greatness.
It does, but I'm mad at Gwazi because I want more.
Yeah, then get back in line and write it again.
Like, give me more.
Then get back in line and write it again, because I'm telling you, because when you go and ride Steel Vengeance, you have to go wait in that hour and a half line again, and then put your phone away.
Okay. All right. We talked about Iron Gwazi and Steel Vengeance, how we feel about it. All right. So let's compare Pantheon to Velocicoaster.
I haven't ridden Pantheon yet. So looking at it, I definitely think that Pantheon got gypped with the delay, because now they're gonna compare it to Velocicoaster, and because it was supposed to come out before Velocicoaster, and now it came out after it too. I think, and then the theming that SeaWorld did this year for all the rides, it does not look good. So I know that's hurting it too. So it sucks that when Velocicoaster looks like it to be almost as intense of a ride, it seems like it's more accommodating for people, and it has a theming. I think that Velocicoaster walks away hands down. And it sucks for Pantheon, because with the POV or with the early footage that they showed, it looked like it was going to be more theming. And then when the test footage, it looked like it was a little bit more aggressive because it was going over the top hat faster. Well, first of all, we know that Pantheon has the height restriction with that, and then they're saying that the seats on Velocicoaster, they're more accommodating for bigger people. as well too than Pantheon, and I'm not sure if it's because those seats are elevated, but it seems like for me on the outside looking at all those behind the scenes stuff, that Velocicoaster just walks away with it hands down.
That's true. I went and experienced Pantheon, on opening day, and the highlight moments of the ride, the vertical spike.
Mm-hmm.
The vertical spike is really good.
Mm-hmm.
The vertical spike is really good. Also, when you go over the top hat, the first drop,
Mm-hmm.
it is more intense than the first drop on Velocicoaster.
Okay.
So I was really impressed with that because it's two different drops.
Okay. Yeah.
It's two different drops.
Yeah.
Pantheon's drop over the top hat is more intense than Velocicoaster.
Mm-hmm.
The stall is better, and the vertical spike, but other than that, man, Velocicoaster, like you said, it's more well rounded.
Well, but I'll put it this way though.
You just can't beat it.
You said the spike is more, or sorry, not the spike, the top hat. So the top hat, it's more intense on Pantheon.
Yep.
But is it by a
drop,
lot, or is it
yep.
very comparable to Velocicoaster?
The drop is not by a lot. Like, oh my god, just run off with it.
Mm.
But you feel once you ride both rides,
Yeah.
you would feel like, oh shit,
Mm.
like Pantheon's drop snatched my ass down,
Yeah.
you know, like you get more airtime on the drop,
Well,
than Velocico.
it makes sense because
feel,
because Pantheon is beyond vertical. So
yeah, you feel. I'm not saying it's running away because Velocico's drop is good.
Yeah.
It's good. So it just don't run away with the title, but you feel that shit. Like you be like, okay, this is a bigger drop than
Yeah. So
Velocicoaster.
yeah, very similar. And how about the stall? Is the stall like the same?
The stall is not by a lot, but you feel like you're in the stall longer.
Yes.
Okay, Velocicoaster, like I done had some friends say, like, damn, I didn't even know we even went upside down. Because it happened so fast,
Yeah.
Like boom, boom. And some of my friends were like, damn, I didn't even realize when we went upside down. Pantheon stall, you actually feel yourself in the stall.
All right.
You're you're on top of your head.
Yeah. That's the one thing I did notice about Velocicoaster my first time riding it too. Because for me, like my stall, my home park stall is and the one I've ridden the most is the one on Twisted Colossus. And I think with Velocicoaster, it's not only the fact because I feel like the stall, you're not completely upside down. For the whole time because I know you go upside down, but then I already think that you're kind of flipping back over, or like you're standing like off angle for a little bit before you go.
This is just my opinion. I'm not an engineer, but
Yeah.
this is just my opinion. I feel like, okay, you know how the track, the steel, it curves, get ready to go in the stall.
Yeah.
I feel like that initial curve is more stalled out,
Okay.
longer. So you're not aggressively going in the stall like boom, Pantheon and Twisted Colossus. It's just the way the steel,
Yeah. It
as soon
snaps
as you
you.
get ready, it snaps you in the stall, so when you snap, it's like you feel like, oh shit, I'm upside down.
Yeah.
Velocicoaster the steel kind of longs out and kind of gradually puts you in the stall.
Yeah.
Are you following me?
No, I definitely that because I think
Yeah.
you explained it better than because I was kind of saying how I felt, but I think you explained it better.
Yeah, because a stall is a stall, right? We're
Yeah.
upside down, right? But I think it's the way they put you in it and put you out of it.
Yeah.
Pantheon and Twisted Colossals, put your ass in it. They like
Yeah.
snap you in it. Like with the steel,
Hmm.
they snap you in it, then they snap you out of it. Which Velocicoaster, they gradually put you in it and
Yeah.
gradually take you out of it.
Actually, no. For speaking of stalls, I do need to ride the one. I can't wait for Air Force One, but I want to ride the stall on Goliath over at Great America.
I do too. I have yet to got up
Because
there and
cause that
experience
yeah, because that one seems to be the
man.
stall to beat, and that's the one I want to ride. So
Hey, I know we jumping off subject. I am a coaster enthusiast, so I do love intensity, yes. But Intimidator 305. Outside of intensity, it don't do shit for me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
um
All y'all intensity junkies, I love intensity. Yes. But outside just making my body have G forces on it, Intimidator 305 don't do shit else for me. I'm sorry. I'm
so
sorry.
well, I said
I
I'm probably gonna ride it for the first time in June, and I think I'm on the mindset where I'm gonna be like it's great or it's okay, because honestly, because like I like intensity with the elements.
Y'all can fight me out there, people that's watching, but Intimidator 305 has no elements.
Yeah.
The
So
the first drop is the highlight of the ride because the drop is like Maverick drop.
mm,
Like your butt is literally your shoulders are on the straps and
mm.
your butt is out the seat while you're falling. That is absolutely beautiful. I love that feeling every time. I love it. But after that, after you clap back in your seat, you're just riding a fast, intense ride. Like the G force is just pounding on your body, and that's it. That's all you get.
Or
You don't get no elements. You don't get no more airtime. You don't get no floater. You don't get no laterals. You don't get shit from Intimidator 305. So all
oh
y'all Virginia motherfuckers out there that's watching this live, Intimidator 305 is big for no reason at
oh
all.
man. Well, I
It's
said
big for no reason.
well.
It put positive G's on your body, which is cool.
Mm.
Which is cool because I'm an adrenaline junkie, which is cool. But that's all it do. It's big and red for no reason. As a matter of fact, y'all need to paint that roller coaster pink. You need to change the color from red to pink.
All right.
Big for
So
no reason.
okay. So
No
so
element.
so so before we wrap up, well, I'll say one thing, and or I'll let you go, and then I'll say my hot take. What is your hottest take?
That was my hot take.
My hot take is that I think Intamin's overrated.
Whoa, bro! What the? What are you talking about?
For U.S. riders.
Oh,
And I'm saying and this is mostly Intamin before Velocicoaster. I said I love Millennium Force. I like Maverick, right? But their hits are, especially for everything that they put out, their hits are too few and far in between, and that's what people don't realize. And even like their first two hypers, garbage. You're adding to my point then.
I'm not adding to your point. Intimate is a shit, but you act like
No,
a,
there's no
a
there's.
you act like a company out there is not allowed to make a bad ride.
I'm saying people
Yeah,
hold them like they make no average rides, and there's a lot of the stuff that they make is freaking average.
I agree. I agree. They got some average rides, but things get better. People get better.
No,
Companies get better.
no.
Like,
I'm saying even after they got better, they put out some average stuff. Intimate might be my top manufacturer because I like the variety of what they do and everything that they
yeah,
brought to the industry. But when people they bring out their stuff, especially in the U.S. As a U.S. writer, where a lot of the good stuff when they vacated the scene, and that's the thing, they had to go only do stuff in Europe for a reason, because their reliability sucked. So in between that, people were saying Intamin can't do anything wrong when they did a lot wrong beforehand, and then they put a lot of clones out there and a lot of average stuff, and that's what people they don't tell the full tale of Intamin.
I feel that because when you make a masterpiece like Velocicoaster, all the shit show stuff you did
Yeah.
in the past,
Yeah.
it goes out the window.
But even before 2021, we're like, oh, Intamin can't do anything wrong because of I-305 and Skyrush, and the thing is, Skyrush
And Maverick too. Hey, show
no,
Maverick some love.
Maverick was 2008. So I was saying, so in between 2008 and 2020, what did Intamin do?
They were just getting their feet wet, Alan.
But that's my point. So people were saying like, "Oh, Intamin is perfect," and they're doing that. Like, and all I'm saying is they weren't doing shit.
They should have never took that Mosasaurus roll out of Maverick. Stop being girls, Intamin. Put the Mosasaurus roll in Maverick.
No, that wasn't Intamin. That was Cedar Point. Cedar Point told him to take it out.
And Intamin should have said, "Well, we're not building a roller coaster unless
Well, they haven't built a roller coaster there since. So
because this is my name. Because hey, you know how some companies tell you like, I'm not putting my name on that.
Yeah.
Like I want the top tier best because this roller coaster represents my company.
Yeah, but I think we also have to
put their foot down.
And freaking Hagrid's is awesome too, but we have to realize that as enthusiasts, we are not the target audience. And I think for the most part, it was good. Even though I would love to ride Maverick with that Heartline roll, it was better for them not to put it in there. If it was a different park, I would say okay. Because smaller parks, smaller regional parks, they're more for the enthusiasts. Cedar Point was trying to be a destination park. And to a lot of people, they are the destination park. And
yes, but when you got 1 million roller coasters, you can make half enthusiasts and half family.
No, but this is the thing. Maverick, stat-wise, looks like more like a family coaster. Maverick is a ride that more people ride than Steel Vengeance, for a reason, because people look at Steel Vengeance, and you can make the argument that Maverick is a little more intense than Steel Vengeance and a little more aggressive than Steel Vengeance. You can make that argument, right? But people will give Maverick, people will give Maverick the chance because they look at Maverick and Maverick's 100 feet or 105. Steel Vengeance is 200, or 205, right? That's the thing. And people look at Millennium Force and they're like, and that's the thing. And Maverick is definitely more aggressive than Millennium Force.
Yep.
But people will ride Maverick over Millennium Force.
Millie Forceless.
It's not. We'll talk about that a different day.
Hey, another hot take. I got a hot take.
No, you say that for the next one. Really? The point I am making is that, and I'll go that for enthusiasts, because the thing is like that too. Millie is so well regarded because of its fucking height. Because I go to Magic Mountain, right? And you talk to any enthusiast. What's your favorite ride? X2. What's your favorite ride? Twisted Colossus. It's usually one of those two. Every once in a while, you get a Tatsu in there, right? If I go around and ask random people who are just there for the day, hey, what's your favorite ride? They all go for Goliath. Because people, they're afraid of heights, and it's 235 feet tall. It goes a 255-foot drop, and they feel like they accomplished something. And
they don't realize how bad Goliath is at
It's not bad.
Magic Mountain. It is. It is, because I don't know why you love that damn ride so much.
I don't love it.
Like, Goliath is another ride that's big for no reason. Like, it got muscles for no reason. Big, no reason. So
it's when it came out, man.
Goliath is terrible.
No, there's worse hypers out there.
Well, Goliath is up there with them. It's worse. It's bad.
It's an old school thing. But no,
man,
no. Think about it. But think about it.
Then it stop on the break. That little break run they have. The ride damn near stops.
Well, you know why, right?
It's weird.
Do you know why?
Oh, whatever. It sucks.
No,
whatever.
No, you're all bad because people used to pass out.
Oh, whatever, man. I rode that ride. I didn't even. I was like, "Is this it? Like, this is the drop through the tunnel?
No,
Like,
it's not. It's
this
not
is
that because
this is the
no, because
turnaround."
no, because when the ride came out in 2000, after the mid course brake run like that, because it slowed you down, but it did not stop you. Like it did not stop you how it stops you now. So when it went to that twister section, people were passing out. And the thing was, and that's why. So like if you go in the summer, that's why in the summer it almost takes you to a dead stop. And it's the same. It's the same reason why Titan and over Texas. It's why Titan goes to a dead stop. Because people and kind of like Intimidator 305, people don't like passing out. That's not like we're the adrenaline junkies that so we go to coaster and that's what we go for. People they go there for the day to conquer their one fear, but they're like, oh, I'm passing out. I don't like that. And I think and that's why it goes back to that Heartline roll that I think Cedar Point made the right move. Even though I want to ride it with the Heartline roll, I see why they did it, and I agree with them for what they're trying to become. And that's why even with Magic Mountain too, because I hear a lot of people they hate on West Coast racers. Like people, like a lot of people in my group out here, they hate on West Coast racers, and I'm like, hey, guess what?
It's a fun family ride.
But
I
that's
had
my point.
I had fun on that ride. It duels. I rode it with my friends who wasn't enthusiasts. Uh,
Yeah, but
they
and
had a good time. You know,
but
intersecting.
yeah, but
With,
every part.
it's a fun family
Yeah,
ride.
but
It's
and
fun.
parks need rides like that, and
They
but
do.
and unfortunately, everybody wants every ride to be Maverick, Iron Gwazi, this and that too. Like Iron Gwazi was a perfect fit for Busch Gardens Tampa, because the other most aggressive rider was Montu. And then you could kind of make a case for Kumba. But besides those two rides, you had Cheetah Hunt, you had Cobra's Curse, you had Scorpion, you had Sand Serpent. Sheikra doesn't push a lot. That's the thing. So that aggressive airtime machine they needed. Really, so and that's what it is. But every park, that's the thing. But like Magic Mountain, they don't need an Iron Gwazi. Cedar Point, they don't need another Steel Vengeance. But unfortunately, every time someone makes a ride, they want it to be up. They wanted to one up everything else that came out before it. And guess what? Every park doesn't need that. I had a fun time talking to you right now. Me and you like Steel Vengeance. I like Iron Gwazi. But hey, we
I
both
love
admit,
both though.
yeah,
I
we
love
both love
both.
both. They're both great rides.
I
What else?
love
What else?
both. I just prefer a longer. I just prefer long love making. That's all. And
And
Steel Vengeance make love to me. Gone.
and
Wow.
and
Wow.
I'm all about those frosted flakes. And as long as it's great, I'm all there.
Ah, ah.
No.
As long as it's great, we're good. Yeah,
Yeah,
you,
so and then I forgot what else we talked about. So we talked about Intamin overrated, I 305, and then we talked about honestly, you gave me your thoughts about Pantheon. So hopefully I get to ride it soon, and then we could go back and revisit that too. But I think
yeah,
we had
yeah.
the consensus that Velocicoaster might be the better one. And then hot takes, you're like I 305 and Goliath in there, but for different reasons. They're both blah, and I'm like Intamin's overrated. But don't worry, I love Intamin.
Okay.
But you got anything else to say?
I feel you. We good. Hey, our next one that we do, next conversation, like yeah, we'll pick up where we left off, so I can give you my thoughts on my ride X2, the first ride I ever blacked out on in my
Oh,
life
oh
as a
yes.
coaster enthusiast.
We want ready to ride on. Go out, make your page, and go ride some coasters. That's all I'm saying.
Go ride Fury, baby. Yes, I got it all.
And with that, we are out.
We're out.